very good morning and a warm welcome to all the respected dignitaries present here today. I'm Shilpa Chandolikar. I'm a trustee to Responsible Netizen. I am extremely delighted and I feel privileged to anchor this program today. So we have all gathered here today for a closed group hybrid launch of the campaign India Fights Cyber Violence Against Women and Children. This campaign will set momentum to the cause of online protection of women and children across the country. We are extremely honored to have dignitaries with us for the launch, and I feel privileged to introduce Honorable Dr. Vinayji Saraswati, currently the President at Indian Council of Cultural Relations, ICCR. Sir is a nationalist, a social worker at heart, a researcher, student of political science and trainer in democracy by profession, and a parliamentarian by elevation. A member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha from Maharashtra since July 2016. Sir was appointed as the chairman of Parliamentary Standing Committee on Human Resource Development. He is the Honorable Director of the Public Policy Research Center in New Delhi. Dr. Saraswati is currently also the Vice President at Rambhau Malgi Prabodhini. Sir formerly served as a National Vice President of Bharatiya Janata Party. We welcome you, sir, and I request Mr. Sujay Patki, social and political activist and advisor, responsible netizen, and a strong believer of child online safety, to kindly felicitate Sri Vinayji, sir. Thank you, Sujay. Thank you, sir. Our next guest is respected Srimati Rekha Sharma, Chairperson, National Commission for Women, NCW. Ms. Rekha Sharma assumed the charge of Chairperson, National Commission for Women in 2018. It is because of her pioneering efforts that NCW is known for working round the clock for addressing women's issues across the country. Srimati Sharma has conceptualized and organized mega webinars on issues concerning women from northeastern region living in metropolitan cities, which saw the participation of important officials from ministries, NGOs, and other civil society organizations. She constantly advocated for economic empowerment of women, and she has been organizing seminars around the world for entrepreneurship and collaboration with different universities with an aim to break gender stereotype in the society. We welcome you, ma'am, and I request Sujay to please facilitate Rekha, ma'am. Thank you, Sujay. Thank you, ma'am. Our next guest is Shri Priyam Kanungu, Chairperson NCPCR. The government has reappointed Priyam Kanungu as Chairperson of the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, NCPCR, for a period of 3 years from October 17. This will be Shri Kanungu's second term as Chairperson as the Apex Child Rights Body. He was first appointed to the post in 2018. He was tasked with working on education. He had worked on the reintegration of out-of-school children into mainstream education. He has played a crucial role in getting OTT platforms and social media giants to take child protection on the agenda, and is a strong voice for the safety and rights of children in India. May I request Sujay sir to kindly felicitate Kanungu, sir. Thank you so much. We also have in our midst Advocate Khushbu Jain, Supreme Court lawyer and cyber law expert. A very warm welcome to you as well. I would now like to request Ms. Sonali Patankar, Founder, President, Responsible Netizen, to share her insights about the campaign.
Thank you, Shilpa. Dignitaries present here, Vinayji, Rekha ma'am and Priyam Kanungu sir, a very warm welcome. I extend my gratitude for thanking you for being part of this launch. I'm happy to take you very quickly through what the launch of the program is. So, cyber is the new weapon that is very extensively used by people across because it has easy access to people. Cyber violence is a concept which is very new in India. So, we're launching the campaign today, which will be followed by a national study of parents' perspective on cyber violence, and we will set recommendations to the government on what parents think cyber violence and how can it be combated, especially to protect women and children both. This will also have, this will culminate in the conference which is on January 22nd, and the paper presentation will be done there. Before that, on November 22nd, we have a roundtable for organizations working with children. Mr. has kindly happy to be a part of the chair of the session. We also have the roundtable for women on the 22nd of December, and we are happy that you are part of the roundtable. All these roundtables are made for organizations working for women and children fighting at the grassroots level, equipping them to understand reporting mechanisms and online distress. So the entire campaign will be built on strengthening reporting across the country so that it reaches the last mile and is able to build momentum to the cause of curbing cyber violence in the country. We believe youngsters need to be prepared to be able to cope with online distress and at the same time report online distress. So the campaign will build on from today and will be running for the next 3 months. We have no research in our country related to violence in cyberspace or violation of cyber rights of women and children. This is the campaign will build on a lot of data that will be collected so that we are able to represent the cause and also provide recommendations to the government to be able to combat online distress. I'm in gratitude for your presence today, and we hope that this campaign will really pick up from today with your support and build on to make India cyber safe for children and women.
Thank you, Sonali. May I request you all to play a video that we received from Vinit Kumar, President Cyber Peace Foundation, who will share his thoughts on the campaign. Cyber Peace Foundation has been our partner in our conferences and has also been a part of National Alliance on Cyber Security. Vinit Kumar is currently on duty in Ladakh.
The dignitaries present with us here today, Shri Vinay Sahasrabuddhe, President ICCR and Member of Parliament, Srimati Rekha Sharma ji, Chairperson, National Commission for Women, Government of India, Shri Priyanka Kanunga ji, Chairperson, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, Government of India, the audience present in both offline and online mode, the teams from Responsible Netism and Cyber Peace Foundation. Namaste and good morning. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you to the launch of the campaign India Fights Cyber Violence, a nationwide campaign to protect rights of netizens in the cyberspace. Cyber violence has led to the violation of internet rights in the cyberspace, especially those of women and children. Cyber violence has many forms, and crimes like sextortion, stalking, bullying disturb the mental well-being of the individuals facing them. As work from home and online schooling have become the new norm during COVID-19, we have seen a steep increase in such crimes. Through this campaign, we strongly believe in collective actions to make India cyber safe for women and children, and thereby establishing peace in the cyberspace. I request all of you to join hands with us so that the campaign reaches far and wide and we protect the netizens from the unknown criminals of the wired and wireless world. Thank you and Jai Hind.
I would like to request the dignitaries to kindly launch the campaign. Thank you and congratulations to all of us. The campaign is out to roll and we are sure it will impact people across the country. We are all eager to hear our guests share their insights, and I take privilege to invite Shri Priyanka Kanunga sir to share his thoughts with us.
धन्यवाद. आज इस कैंपेन के लॉन्च में उपस्थित आदरणीय श्री डॉक्टर विनय सहस्त्रबुद्धे जी, आदरणीय रेखा शर्मा जी, विनीत जी, सोनाली जी, सुजॉय जी, रमेश जी, ये जो प्रयास रिस्पॉन्सिबल नेटिज्म का है, निश्चित रूप से हम लोग पिछले कई वक्त से जिस मिशन मोड में चल रहे हैं, ये उसमें एक नया आयाम स्थापित हुआ। साइबर पीस फाउंडेशन के साथ हम लोगों ने कई सारी इंक्वायरीज भी रिसेंटली कंडक्ट की और बहुत से इंसाइट्स कमीशंस को पता चलते हैं आप लोगों के साथ काम करने से। निश्चित रूप से देश के बच्चे एक सुरक्षित साइबर स्पेस पाएं, ये हम सभी का लक्ष्य है। और आप दोनों ही संस्थाएं, चाहे वो रिस्पॉन्सिबल नेटिज्म हो या साइबर पीस फाउंडेशन हो, इसमें बढ़ चढ़कर कमीशन के साथ हाथ बटाते हैं। मैं आयोग की तरफ से आपका बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ। बच्चों को सुरक्षित रखने के लिए जो सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, जैसा अभी विनीत ने भी बताया कि ऑनलाइन जाना कोविड के दौरान एक मजबूरी ही बन गई। जब बच्चे स्कूल जाते हैं, बच्चे घर से बाहर जाते हैं, तो माता पिता को पता होता है कि उनके दोस्त वो किसके साथ अपना समय व्यतीत कर रहे हैं, वो पूछ सकते हैं, वो नज़र में रख सकते हैं। लेकिन जब स्कूल ही मोबाइल में आ जाए, स्कूल ही लैपटॉप में आ जाए, तो दोस्त भी जाहिर है उनके डिजिटल डिवाइसेस में। ऐसे में माता पिता को कई बार ये पता ही नहीं होता कि बच्चे असल में किसके साथ संपर्क में। सरकार, आयोग या जो भी प्रोटेक्शन मैकेनिज्म है बच्चों के लिए, वो घर के अंदर घुसकर, घर के भीतर जाकर तो बच्चों को प्रोटेक्ट कर नहीं सकता। अब जब सभी कुछ डिजिटल डिवाइस के अंदर है और साइबर स्पेस पे बच्चे किसके साथ संपर्क में हैं पता नहीं है, तो बच्चे निश्चित रूप से वल्नरेबल हैं। हम जब सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स की तरफ देखते हैं जो बच्चों को बहुत तेजी से अट्रैक्ट करते हैं, और उन प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे पीडोफाइल्स हैं, उन प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे ट्रैफिकर्स हैं, उन प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे एब्यूजर्स हैं, तो वहाँ बच्चे निश्चित रूप से बहुत ही खतरनाक परिस्थितियों में हैं। हमने पिछले दिनों महसूस किया, मैं यहाँ पे दो केस स्टडीज आपको बताना चाहूँगा शॉर्ट में। दिल्ली की एक बच्ची, उसको ऑनलाइन ग्रूमिंग का शिकार बनाया गया और वो ट्रेन में बैठकर ट्रैफिकर खुद भी नहीं, उसको रिमोटली ट्रैफिक किया। ये बिल्कुल नए तरीके का केस था। बाद में पता चला कि इंस्टाग्राम के थ्रू उसने बच्चे को अपने जाल में फंसाया। ये दिल्ली जैसे शहर की बात है। इसके विपरीत मध्य प्रदेश के बालाघाट में सुदूर ट्राइबल, वहाँ भी सेम पैटर्न पे एक बच्ची को ट्रैफिक किया गया। उस बच्ची को हमने NCR से रेस्क्यू किया। तो मेरा यहाँ ये बताने का मतलब केवल ये है कि पहले हमको ट्रैफिकर्स के हॉट स्पॉट्स पता होते थे कि पश्चिम बंगाल में ट्रैफिकर्स ज़्यादा काम करते हैं, उनको वहाँ पे काम करना चाहिए, कुछ ट्रांजिट पॉइंट्स में काम करना चाहिए। लेकिन जब हम साइबर स्पेस की बात करते हैं तो देश के सभी इलाके इक्वली बन रहे हैं। हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि बच्चा कहाँ से ट्रैफिक होने वाला है, लेकिन ये ज़रूरी है कि माता पिता को अवेयर किया जाए, उनको बताया जाए। जो मेरी इस पूरे कैंपेन से एक ही अपेक्षा है वो ये है कि माता पिता बच्चों के साथ इस बारे में संवाद करना शुरू करें और ये जानने की कोशिश करें स्वस्थ माहौल में, स्वस्थ वातावरण में उनके साथ दोस्त बनकर कि असल में वो किनके संपर्कों में है। ये बहुत खतरनाक है। मैं यहाँ प्लेटफॉर्म का नाम लेके तक आपको बताना चाहूँगा, प्लीज़ आप इंस्टाग्राम को अपनी इस पूरी की पूरी प्रोसेस में शामिल करिए। वो सबसे खतरनाक जगह है बच्चों के लिए। इंस्टाग्राम पे इतने रैम्पेंटली एब्यूजर्स और पीडोफाइल्स मौजूद है। हमको कल भी एक शिकायत मिली उनको रोज शिकायतें मिलती हैं और प्लेटफॉर्म्स जो हैं वो बेशर्मी की हद तक रिस्पॉन्सिबल, तो उनके साथ सख्ती का व्यवहार करना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है। हमको आप लोग जितने इनपुट्स देंगे हम उतनी सख्ती इन सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स के साथ कर सकेंगे। एक और प्लेटफॉर्म है जिसको आप इस पूरे कैंपेन में अपनी निगाह में रखेंगे तो उसके अच्छे रिजल्ट्स हमको मिलेंगे। हमने हाल ही में उनको क्लब हाउस की भी काफ़ी सारी कंप्लेंट्स आ रही हैं, तो हमको इनका नाम लेने में, इनकी नेमिंग और शेमिंग में इस कैंपेन के दौरान या इसके अलावा भी किसी तरीके का एक डिमार्केशन रखना नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि जब ये सेफ नहीं है बच्चों के लिए तो इनके नाम हमको बताना चाहिए समाज को, सरकार को, अथॉरिटीज़ को, खास तौर पर माता पिता को। मुझे बहुत उम्मीद है कि जब ये रिकमेंडेशंस लेके हम लोग आप लोग बाहर आएंगे तो हम और ज़्यादा सख्ती से काम कर सकेंगे बच्चों के लिए सुरक्षित साइबर स्पेस बनाने में।
Thank you so much, Honorable Sir, for your valuable insights. I now feel the privilege to invite Srimati Rekha Sharma ma'am to share her valuable thoughts on the campaign.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me in this small program where we can really put on our heads together to solve this problem. Honorable Member of Parliament, Vinay ji, Sujoy Patik ji, Umesh Joshi ji, other dignitaries, and Priyank ji, we are very closely working together and meeting often and talking mostly every day on one subject or other. And as Priyank ji said that during lockdown, when the dependency on internet increased and everybody has been working, especially women also are working online, we have seen the cyber crime increasing, especially against women, and we in NCW were taking care of these crimes earlier also, but the number of complaints increasing after the lockdown. Even the offices are working from home and women sitting at home, and then the cyber crime and sexual harassment at workplace, both, you know, there is a blur line now. Because when you're working online, people don't know what is the time, where, what they are talking, from where, even the pictures, or from which place they are sitting in bedroom, in which dress they are sitting, and they are talking to a woman. So many complaints are coming nowadays. We have already seen that emailing in different words and bad language, that is a very common thing, and cyber stalking, which in fact a person like me also sometimes get targeted by cyber stalking. Cyber pornography, which is very common these days, because women themselves don't know what not to do on the cyberspace, especially on the social media. These social media platforms have opened Pandora, as Priyank ji was saying, on Pandora of complaints against people who are trolling women online, who are morphing their pictures, and women don't know what to put on the online space and on not, because we are already working with Cyber Peace Foundation on this, and we are going from colleges to colleges on training girls how and what to put on the cyberspace. We are doing this program with Facebook, and they themselves are not very cautious about what are there in their platforms. In fact, we at NCW have been constantly talking to these platforms, having meeting with them. As Priyank said, TikTok ke piche main haath dho ke padi thi, and I was the one who wrote that we should ban. And same thing is now happening, as Priyank said again, that Instagram is doing the same thing. It started with good intention, but now every child is there, and in fact I would say that parents are pushing their children to these things, to have more followers, and even women are doing the same thing. And we cannot stop women because they are now grown up, they are above 18, but they should know the repercussion, what they are doing can, land them in problem. So awareness is the most important thing which NCW is doing from their end, but I think only one organization will not be able to do. And your campaign for now next 3 months, I think, will be able to reach out to the corners where we were not being able to reach. And NCW is there to help you out in this campaign. Any which way we are there for you, because we are already doing in this year, our target is around 1.5 lakh to reach out these number of women. But still we have long way to go. There is less reporting also. In case of women, women don't come out and report about these cases because somehow they are afraid of their own families. Because even the families say, husbands say, why you were on the social media if you were trolled. So सबसे पहले महिलाओं को ये कहा जाता है कि आप करो मत, ये अगर आपको ये प्रॉब्लम है. So they don't even report. Even when they report, police they are not equipped how to handle these cases. And because cyber world is so big, somebody is sitting in different country, they are doing this crime, and we don't have those treaties to solve those. So Vinayji, we need to do these treaties with different countries where we can, take out, get these perpetrator to the laws ambit. That is not there. So we have also seen that IT Act 2000 needs many changes, whereas women are concerned. Women is not even mentioned in that act separately, and 2008 there were not many, in fact there was not even single social media. So उसमें कुछ है ही नहीं, वो social media जितने platforms हैं उसके लिए. We have done countrywide this legal changes, क्या क्या चाहिए, we have done that, and I have those recommendations. I will pass it on to you, which we have already sent to the law ministry, but you can take it with them. There are many recommendations which are very, very important. Changes are needed in that act. So we can do that simultaneously. Training of police, again I will say, is needed, which is very important because पुलिस अभी भी वो पता नहीं कौन से पिछले उस पे चल रही है. There is only one officer who knows what is DCP cyber crime. Only he knows what is to be done. Otherwise, थानों पे निचले level पे people don't know how to take care of these. Separate laws. Again, I will say we will stress upon some separate laws about these things. Or again, we have to teach our own girls and women do's and don'ts. That is very important, and through this campaign, if we reach out to them, that will be very important. Once again, I thank you for inviting me for this program. I can give many examples where we have handled, we have talked to directly to the, now we have direct access to Facebook, Instagram and other social media platforms where we take out, we talk to them directly and take down those posts. But then we have to make them responsible for the, वो post पहली बार आई क्यों, वो वहाँ आती क्यों है. They tell me that आप जो देखो वो हमें रिपोर्ट कर दो और हम उनको उतार देंगे. बट हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है कि हम एक एक पोस्ट देखें, और हमें भी कोई बताता है देन वी रीच आउट टू देम. बट फर्स्ट थिंग आई टेल देम दैट आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि वो पोस्ट जाए ही ना ऊपर. बच्चे पता नहीं क्या क्या देखते हैं. इनफैक्ट विमेन ऑल्सो, इफ यू जस्ट पॉर्न ही आप फेसबुक पे टाइप करो तो आपको कितनी सारे पेजेस पॉर्नोग्राफी के फेसबुक पे नजर आएंगे. एंड फेसबुक पे एवरी चाइल्ड इज देयर. आई एम नॉट सेइंग अबाउट वुमेन और यंग गर्ल्स, इवन चिल्ड्रन आर देयर ऑन द फेसबुक. सो हम सोचते हैं फेसबुक बहुत इजी चीज है, women are getting empowered through Facebook, वो सब ठीक है, बट उसका जो दूसरा साइड है, फ्लिप साइड है, वो हम इग्नोर कर रहे हैं. We need to take these platforms, as Priyank ji said, they have to be responsible. or I think government has to be very, very strict with them, whether it is Instagram, Facebook, or any other platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable insights and the commendable work you are doing, and Priyank sir, of course, the commendable work that you both are doing for protecting women and children in cyberspace. I feel honored and would like to invite respected Shri Vinayji Sahasrabudhe to share his visionary words to all of us.
Thank you, Shilpaji. We have amongst us the Chairperson of the National Commission of Women, Srimati Rekha Sharma ji, Chairperson of the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, Shri Priyanka Arungo ji, and of course all the functionaries of the responsible netizen, including our dear friend Unmesh ji, Sujay ji, and of course Sonali ji and Shilpa ji. First of all, let me congratulate the responsible netizen for having been in this field and continuously pursuing this cause. It's a very difficult cause, and the solutions are also very obscure. And yet you are being kind of very resolutely into it, which is certainly very commendable. Most of the issues about the cyber world, cyber crime, cyber violence are in the domain where we can say that we are blissfully unaware of what exactly is lying before us. And therefore this bliss and ignorance both require to go. We need to be very conscious about it, and therefore a huge amount of public awakening is the need of the hour, and in every section of the society, because access to internet is now very democratized, and I don't think any particular section is now away from that. And therefore, while the famous tagline went like "Kar lo duniya muthi mein," eventually what has happened is we are in the muthi of the technology, and freeing ourselves from that perhaps is the need of the hour. What can be done? Of course, you are already into it, so speaking about it and giving some suggestions will be like taking cold castle down. But still, if I may suggest certain things, I believe 3 R's are important. Number 1 is research, number 2 is reform, and number 3 is reshape. Because like every other thing, whatever we argue requires to be backed by solid, unchallengeable research. And if we do some Google on cyber crimes in India or child-related cyber crimes in India, I think a huge number of research papers are already there. But if need be, maybe some updation in that research and data gathering requires to be done. And it can be done on the geographical lines, on the social lines. But we need to understand, and this requires to be also made to understand all those who are presiding over the regime of technology regulation, that like every other thing, technology also has a sociology. So this sociology of technology requires to be brought to the fore through research. And only research will perhaps make the decision makers listen to. Because research will provide you some substance in your argument. And then it will not be very easy to rubbish them and not to act on them. And therefore, rigorous research, which is unchallengeable, very objective, and takes care of not just case studies in India, but elsewhere also, because we need to learn from other countries. There cannot be reinventing of wheels needlessly. And therefore, if these kinds of bodies of research are compiled somewhere, I'm sure you must have already done that, then it would provide some more substance to whatever we demand, whatever we argue. And research is a continuous thing. So I believe if we are talking about a particular state, then that state-specific research is required. A particular community, then that community-related research is required. So, firstly, I think huge amount of research is required. I'm sure you are aware of that. You already have undertaken some research. But this also requires to be publicized. We need to be talking about it, creating consciousness of. We are not fear mongers, certainly not. We welcome technology, but at the same time, we cannot be blind to whatever all other things that come hand in hand with technology. Once we have research, I think we can definitely call for reforms in technology, reforms in the legal framework that governs, and also social reforms, including the reforms that are required in the mindset, which are in a way socio-psychological reforms. This is very required in the context of new education policy also, because the new education policy for the first time has laid a heavy emphasis on early childhood education. And I can certainly say that even a child at the age of 2 years is exposed to internet in one way or the other. And therefore, early childhood education requires to have this segment of the impact of technology on early childhood kids. Once we have this, as I said, we can call for reforms in technology. For example, all these technology service providers. Now there is data protection bill which parliamentary select committee is debating. Happily, I am a member of that, and if you have any suggestions on that, we are in the final stage of the finalization of the report. So, these suggestions, and ma'am, even if you want to suggest anything, because in a way all these things are related to data protection also. So maybe that could be thought of. Then we can also plead with the technology service providers that all the things that they provide, how they are going against the interest of the society at large, or maybe a section of the society. And if we are able to convincingly establish that, I think there is no reason why technology service providers will not listen to us. Similarly, legal reforms, similarly, social reforms, and mindset reforms also. I think insofar as this awareness is concerned, perhaps it will be a good idea to have some part of cyber security related things made or included in the syllabus at some level. I don't know at which level it is required, but it is required to be there at some level. So this is about reforms. Third, I would believe that after all, every such movement, and when we say we are into public awakening, it's a very intangible kind of task that we are up to. How can we measure that so many people are now awakened? Or the awakening level was 10.5 and today it is 12.30. There is no measuring rod. And therefore, if we can come up with some ideas where we can say that with certain things already introduced into the social media assets that people create, that if they have these things, we will give them a certificate, or they can put a badge that I am a cyber safety warrior kind of, because I have followed these do's and don'ts, something of that way. Whether he sticks to that or then again backtracks, that remains a question, but at least. And similarly, if in a family, all the members follow that, it could be kind of a cyber safe family, or a cyber safe school, or a cyber safe class, or a cyber safe housing society. I mean, this is how perhaps we can then make it more concrete. Otherwise, we are working, we are doing, and very honestly doing, very religiously doing, and still the impact is not there. Then what happens? All the doubting Thomases keep on saying that you are working, but see, the society is not in a mood to listen to. These arguments requires to be demolished. And if we create such products, if I may call them, then I think we can effectively do that. So this is, again, my suggestion. Similarly, I believe we can also have trainings undertaken, especially of those who are into law and order protection. So police force requires to be trained into this, and not just at a particular level, right from the constable. We need to be training them, making them aware. And I'm sure if we approach any police station, they would be saying no. They may have some issue about the timing and duration and all those things, but these are yes, yeah, and you must be doing also, and you may recommend also that every police station should have such workshops on cyber security and child safety and things related to that. Then perhaps it may lead to some concrete results, which perhaps they are all working towards. So if this happens, I believe we can definitely face this challenge more resolutely, more confidently, and in a very result-oriented fashion. So with these words, once again, let me congratulate the responsible netizen, offer all my best wishes. Ma'am has referred to certain tweaks which are required to be done. If you could suggest us in specifics, we will also, because in a way, although one may find it a very remote kind of relationship, but I don't think so, that all these things are impacting on our culture also. Today, the kind of child-related material that is there on the televisions is also something which is un-Indian. So if we come out with that, then only we can perhaps protect our culture and continue with our very strong cultural influence. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your visionary words.
उनके ऊपर कोई चेक नहीं है, बिगर प्रॉब्लम है।
All three of you all have inspired us to work with passion and jest. So with this grand launch, we are sure to spread the campaign across the country and pledge our support to protecting women and children in cyberspace. And as we come to the closure of this launch, I take the opportunity to invite Mr. Umesh Joshi, co-founder Responsible Netizen, to convey his gratitude and deliver the vote of thanks.
थैंक यू शिल्पा, आदरणीय विनय जी, रेखा जी और प्रिया जी, मैं आपका तहे दिल से आभारी हूँ और आपने जो समय हमारे लिए निकाला है और ये मूवमेंट के पीछे है, आप स्ट्रांगली खड़े हुए हैं, इसके लिए मैं सबका आभारी हूँ। पिछले 9 साल से 10 साल से हम ये मूवमेंट चला रहे हैं, लगभग 15 लाख बच्चों तक, फैमिलीज तक पहुँचे हैं। अभी महाराष्ट्र, गोवा और अभी मध्य प्रदेश में भी काम की शुरुआत की है और जैसे आपके सारे सजेशन हम आगे लेके जाएंगे बिल्कुल। हमें पिछले 10 साल में यही लगा है कि रिपोर्टिंग बहुत कम हो रही है, तो ये कैंपेन का फोकस रिपोर्टिंग पे ज़्यादा रहेगा। हम अवेयरनेस बढ़ा के लोगों को जितनी ज़्यादा रिपोर्टिंग कर सकेंगे और सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म को भी थोड़ा प्रेशराइज करना ज़रूरी है, बिकॉज देयर प्रोसेस ऑफ रिपोर्टिंग इज़ नॉट सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर यूजर्स। तो जितने आसान हो सके रिपोर्टिंग, तो पहले तो वहीं पे रिपोर्टिंग करना जरूरी होता है प्लेटफॉर्म पे, लेकिन वो आसान नहीं है। रिपोर्टिंग करने के बाद भी कंटेंट रिमूवल आसानी से होता नहीं है, तो उसी के लिए प्रेशराइज करना, उसी के लिए प्रयास करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। एज रिस्ट्रिक्शन या एज लिमिटेशन बढ़ाना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है। जैसे व्हाट्सएप पर भी 16 साल के लिए बना है, वैसे ही इंस्टाग्राम भी 16 साल के ऊपर होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। बाकी सारे प्लेटफॉर्म भी 16 साल के ऊपर होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। 13 से 18 साल के बीच के जो बच्चे हैं उनके राइट्स के बारे में बिल्कुल बात नहीं हो रही है और वो बच्चे बहुत ज़्यादा इंस्टाग्राम का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, लगातार बहुत सारे केसेस उनके भी हो रहे हैं। तो साइबर राइट्स पे अवेयरनेस करना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है। जैसे राइट्स हमारे साइबर स्पेसेस में है, तो लोगों को बिल्कुल पता नहीं है कि राइट्स क्या है हमारे साइबर स्पेसेस में, तो वो भी अवेयरनेस हम ये कैंपेन से कर रहे हैं। इसीलिए कुछ सेलिब्रिटीज़ है, बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिनके वीडियोज़ भी ले रहे हैं और ये धीरे धीरे वीडियोस भी रिलीज होने वाले हैं। We are already working with some governments, with the police also for awareness and training programs. तो एक्सटेंसिवली होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। हमें ये भी लग रहा है कि कंटेंट पूल भी होना ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि छोटे छोटे समुदाय में लोग काम कर रहे हैं। अगर सब साथ में मिलके काम करेंगे तो एक कंटेंट पूल रहेगा जहाँ से लोग वो सारा कंटेंट शेयर कर पाएंगे। तो ये दो जो राउंड टेबल कर रहे हैं उसमें यही प्रयास है कि जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो बच्चों के साथ महिलाओं के साथ काम कर रही है वो उनके लिए कुछ कंटेंट अवेलेबल करके देना, जो वहाँ पे कम्युनिटी लेवल पे वो सारे कंटेंट लेके जा सकते हैं। तो ये सारे प्रयास हम ये कैंपेन के द्वारा करने की सोच रहे हैं। तो हम आपके बहुत आभारी है कि आप हमारे पीछे खड़े हैं। तो कुछ आगे जाके 3 महीने में और उसके आगे भी कुछ चीज़ें हम करना चाहेंगे। रिसर्च पे भी जैसे विनय जी ने सजेस्ट की, जैसे रिसर्च हम लोग ऐसे भी साल में 3 या 4 रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, लेकिन वो भी थोड़ी बढ़ाएंगे। और जैसे विनय जी ने कहा कि उसके ऊपर बात भी होना जरूरी है, रिसर्च होने के बाद उसके ऊपर चर्चा होना जरूरी है। तो उसी का भी प्रयास हम करेंगे। मैं साइबर पीस फाउंडेशन और बाकी सारी संस्थाओं के भी आभारी हूँ। बहुत सारी संस्थाएं ऑलरेडी इससे जुड़ी हुई है और ये जो राउंड टेबल होने वाले हैं उसी में ये सारे लोग शामिल होने वाले हैं। तो यहाँ पे सारे उपस्थित लोगों के मैं आभारी हूँ। और फेसबुक द्वारा जो लोग ये कार्यक्रम से जुड़े हुए हैं उनका भी आभारी हूँ। और सबको ये भी रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगा कि रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑलरेडी शुरू हो गया है वेबसाइट पे, तो यू कैन रजिस्टर योरसेल्फ फॉर दिस कैंपेन। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
धन्यवाद।